Welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. We are here for the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Duke Hudson coming out first here for Chase University. One of two of Chase U looking to become the NXT Tag Team Champions. The inaugural NXT Tag Team Champions. Chase U defeated the OC, Gallows and Anderson, to get here. And here comes Mr. Chase himself. Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, looking to become the first NXT Tag Team Champions. We're embroiled in somewhat of a mini blood feud with Gallows and Anderson over the last few weeks. Possibly has prepared them for properly taking on this challenge, but they certainly do have a challenge ahead of them, as they will take on Gallus. The Gallus boys defeated Fraxium to get here, and I mean, what I would personally call an upset. I don't think the Gallus boys would. Joe Coffey is bringing them to the ring. Gallus, Wolfgang, and Mark Coffey will represent the trio here in this match. These men looking to become the first NXT Tag Team Champions as well. Big honor it would be in what is going to be I would hope, growing NXT Tag Team division. We will certainly see a lot more tag action down the road. I believe this is the first NXT tag match that we are watching. I don't think we've seen one until now. These guys looking to make it a good one, but really, at the end of the day, it is all about those NXT Tag Team Championships. They're on the line here at Battleground. Duke Hudson gonna start for Chase University, and Mark Coffey for the Gallus boys. And we're off. If you missed it, go check it out. The first part of Battleground. What a hell of a show. We crowned two champions. That part, we crowned Charlie Dempsey, new North American champion, and Sol Ruca, new women's North American champion, as Hudson goes right for the leg of Mark Coffey. These guys looking to be the third champions crowned tonight. First NXT Tag Team Champions, of course, in our main event. Tony D'Angelo and Oba Femi will decide the inaugural NXT champion, as Hudson now lifts Coffey up. Just gonna toss him aside. Duke Hudson using that size to his advantage. Possibly the biggest man in the match. Maybe, I mean, it's probably a 50-50 with he and Wolfgang. Wolfgang, a big competitor in his own right, but Hudson just has this size and height advantage that not many in the NXT locker room do. Hudson, big boot to Mark Coffey, wipes the expression off his face. And the MVP of Chase U is gonna look to tag in Mr. Chase, but no, it doesn't work, as Gallus corner is Mark Coffey. Gonna said that a little backwards, but doesn't matter. And Hudson just gonna send him into the post. And what was that? Not too entirely sure. Coffey is able to stop the boot, but not for long. Duke Hudson firing on all cylinders, but he is gonna bring in Mr. Chase, and Wolfgang is in. Fresh tags for both teams. Chase with a big drop kick stops Wolfgang in his tracks. Very clever of Mr. Chase to stop Wolfgang that quickly, and Hudson tagged back in. First tag team maneuver we've seen here, as what in the world is this? The strength of Andre Chase holding up Duke Hudson, much larger man than him. Gotta think maybe morals are a little low in Chase U right now. Of course, earlier in the night they saw Thea Hale, star pupil of Chase U, not do too well, not get that victory in the Women's North American Championship qualifier. But they're gonna look to bring home some form of gold to Chase U. Chase, big double axe handle, the arm of Wolfgang. Chase U definitely advantage right now. Early on in the contest, nice neck breaker courtesy of Chase, and he's gonna go for the cover off of that one. No. Chase U definitely with the advantage right now. Wolfgang and Coffey not really able to get too much going, but Joe Coffey is gonna do some distracting on the outside, it looks like. Looking to buy Wolfgang some time. Andre Chase just jawing off to him. Not the smartest move. And he runs right into a knee from Wolfgang. I mean, you'd think that an academic like Andre Chase would have that scouted, would not really take Joe Coffey too seriously. I mean, a disqualification wins Chase U the titles here. If Coffey wants to get involved, let him. As Hudson is now going to be back in. Chase U recovered pretty quickly. And huge slingshot. Hudson with the springboard. That can't feel good for Wolfgang, as the big man is going to fly. Just picking apart Gallus right now. Gotta think the Coffey and Wolfgang's strategy just gotta be down the drain by now. Think they'd be doing a little better to this point. Big headbutt. And Wolfgang now finally gets that opportunity to tag Mark Coffey back in, after being inflicted with quite a lot of damage. Coffey now has the advantage. Fresher man in the match. He's gonna go after Hudson, but no, Duke escapes it. He's gonna send Coffey right back into the Chase U corner. And as a measured, lifts his leg up. Oh, gonna go after the leg. Mark Coffey there. Not the one that I believe has some form of wrap around it. Might be a little bit of a target for Hudson, as he's gonna go in for the cover after the slam one. No. Coffey taking this a little too seriously to go down like that. Both of these teams know what the NXT Tag Team Championships mean. It means you're the flag bearer of the division. Hudson now just gonna dominate. Duke Hudson, the MVP of Chase U, certainly been the MVP of this contest as of this moment. But Mark Coffey fighting right back. Huge, whoa, little like sliding enziguri there from Coffey. He's gonna go in for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Hudson kicks out. Both these teams looking to be the aces of the tag team division. Gotta think the likes of Fraxium will be watching on, Gals and Anderson, Metaphor, Noam Dar and Ora Mensa. That's gonna be a slide. What was that? Sliding knee, it looked like, from Coffey, who is just gonna not tag in Wolfgang. Looked like he was about to. Mark Coffey tags Wolfgang in now. Some knees right to the sternum of Duke Hudson. What is Joe Coffey? Joe Coffey just up on the apron. Big suplex there. Coffey possibly looking to distract the referee a little. Did not seem to work. Maybe hyping up the Gallus boys, as Wolfgang is going to go on top. Swanton! Swanton from Wolfgang! That could be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Gallus are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. Andre Chase did not know what hit Hudson. Gallus, after, just taking the brunt of the offense in this match, getting toyed around with by Chase University. Maybe they were a little too confident there. Chase a little too confident in Hudson's ability to kick out, and just like that, the Gallus boys are on top of the NXT Tag Team division, just like that. And you gotta think, they have a target on their back, but right now, they're gonna be going backstage, popping bottles, celebrating that they are the first NXT Tag Team Champions. Our co-main event is up, and it is the first title defense of Blair Davenport, and she takes on this woman, Wendy Chu, the mysterious, possibly magical, as we found out throughout the series. Didn't get this opportunity, but has run through the NXT Women's Division, defeated Jada Parker, defeated JC Jane, defeated Kalani Jordan en route to this match. She is possibly some power over those women as well. At least JC Jane, who attacked our NXT Women's Champion in the parking lot this past Tuesday. Wendy Chu has some sort of mystique around her, and we're gonna see if that will translate to the NXT Women's Championship coming home with her. But she has a very game champion to look ahead to. Blair Davenport won this championship last month against Roxanne Perez, became the first NXT Women's Champion. Sporting some blue here tonight, and you can see on her shoulder that tape, that kinetic tape, hoping to keep her shoulder intact after that brutal attack courtesy of JC Chain in the NXT parking lot, attacking our women's champion, who has a new title design. By the way, check that out. Beautiful new title design there. Props to 2K for adding a little bit of some quality of life changes throughout the game. But quality of life for Blair Davenport, probably not as high after that attack on Tuesday, but she has to defend her title nonetheless against Wendy Choo. Could Wendy Choo be behind this attack on Blair Davenport? It is hard to say. That's what it's all for. That NXT Women's Championship. Blair Davenport, the champion, making her first title defense. Wendy Choo is the challenger. Let's see if Choo can get it done, or if Blair Davenport will successfully defend. They're going to lock up. Wendy Choo, I mean, we're still investigating the alleged curse that she put over multiple other women in the Battle Royal match. Of course, made them just walk out of the ring, herself included. Interesting strategy there, if that is true, but Blair Davenport not gonna really humor that too much. She's gonna go to the other side, big elbow strike, running elbow strike, and she's gonna do it again with a knee, but no, Choo fights back. Wendy Choo looking to make that NXT Women's title reign a short one for Blair Davenport. We are checking our records right now. Blair Davenport has held this title for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Would be maybe somewhat of an embarrassing title reign if she loses in her first defense less than a month into the run. But Wendy Choo is bound determined to make that happen. She's scouting Davenport now. Has Blair right where she wants her. What was that? Big drop kick it looked like. Just washing the side of the head of the champion, Blair Davenport. Not in the best position here, but she's going to take Choo down. Not going to go down without a fight. She wants to keep that championship so badly. She's not going to let Wendy Choo's mind games really disorient her. But Choo escapes that head scissors pretty quickly. Referee, get out of the way, please. Choo, they're just going to lock up again. Really methodical match. I mean, if I'm Davenport, I'm trying to end this quickly. You're already fatigued. The longer this match goes on, the more of a chance Wendy Choo has, but Davenport is bringing the fight to her. Blair ducks under, jumps over. Big, whoa, my goodness. Kick to the abdomen of Choo. Sends her tumbling down. Blair now going up top. She's measuring the challenger. Choo doesn't know where she is. Big drop kick. And that could be all into the cover. Lateral press one. No, Wendy Choo kicks out there. Makes her expend a little energy at least as Davenport. Oh my god! Huge. Oh my god. Just a punt to the abdomen and a kick to the head. Huge Northern Lights suplex. Choo tried to recover, but it's all for naught as now Davenport is going to measure Choo. Oh my god! Stomps on the head of Wendy Choo. That was disgusting. I would be very surprised if Wendy Choo doesn't have some sort of head injury after that. But she's going to push her off. Doesn't show any signs. Choo into the ring now. And breaks the count. Davenport misses the enziguri. Wendy Choo is just playing mind games. She's playing methodically. She's wrestling a methodical style, looking to wear down the NXT Women's Champion. And it might be smart. I mean, you gotta think she already has the jump when it comes to mind games, and that is certainly not going to help matters for the champion. Just creeped out by the mysterious Wendy Choo, but Blair is able to fight out of it. She has the mind games advantage. I mean, certainly Blair has to be thinking about the injuries that she sustained last Tuesday on top of Wendy Choo's already mysterious aura, but that's a huge knee drop. Davenport not letting it affect her too much. Doesn't seem, at least. She is measuring the challenger. Davenport sends her Irish whip. Drops under. And big backdrop, body drop. Choo is sent down. And Davenport, whoa, lift her up. Falcon Arrow! Falcon Arrow! That could be all for Wendy Choo. 1, 2. No! Choo kicks out. That is something that usually puts Blair Davenport's opponents away. Roll up. Wendy Choo. No, doesn't even get a 1. Took the champion off guard, but my goodness, Blair Davenport able to recover relatively quickly. Now Choo is just going to lay in those strikes. Looking to hurt the champion now. Gotta think, I mean, how much of this Is it just about inflicting damage? Davenport! Oh! Oh my god, knee strike! Just a knee to the face! 1, 2... Fatality for Wendy Choo. Blair Davenport is still your NXT Women's Champion. Despite a valiant effort from Wendy Choo, the mind games and the previous injury were not enough to take down Blair Davenport. My goodness, just can we take a look at that again? Will it let us? No, it will not. What a brutal double, just a double, wrist lock, knee strike. Blair Davenport retains that NXT Women's Championship, the first retention for her in what she hopes can be a very successful reign. My goodness, Blair Davenport has everything in the world to celebrate about. Be proud. She just defeated some sort of specter. I can only kindly call it Wendy Choo. Her mind games, not enough for the champion. So we move on to our main event. NXT Championship on the line. In our main event, this man has gone through war to get to this position, and he has most certainly earned it. Defeated Tyler Bate to even get into the tournament in a street fight. Defeated Tyler Bate in a play-in. Took down Lexis King, I believe, just the next week. And then, in the semifinals, Oba Femi defeated Trick Williams to make it here to Battleground. What a valiant effort in the NXT title tournament. And Oba Femi has earned every second of this. Soak it in, Oba. But not too much, because you've still got one man to overcome. And that is the Don, Tony D'Angelo. What a run he has similarly gone on. Took down Wesley in the opening contest, in the quarterfinals, goodness gracious, of the NXT title tournament. After that, defeated Ethan Page via countout. That does have to be noted. Ethan Page lost via countout, was not pinned, was not submitted. Tony D'Angelo, some would call it taking the cheap way out. Others would call it being smart. Tony D'Angelo makes his way to the NXT title tournament finals, looking to crown the first NXT champion. Will it be Oba Femi or the Don? What? That is the question. There it is. NXT's top prize. In another world, held by future Hall of Famers. Held by all-time greats. And I'm sure it will be no different here in Universe Mode. The bell rings and they are off. Femi goes right for D'Angelo. Both of these men know what it means to be the first NXT champion. The real flag bearer of the division, the face of NXT, someone who will be looked upon in history books many seasons from now, many years from now, possibly going on to main event WrestleMania, going on to be a world-renowned star here in Universe Mode. But first, they have to be the guy in NXT, and they're going to lock up. D'Angelo and Femi, they lock up. D'Angelo pushes the bigger man back. Tony D'Angelo, no slouch. Oba Femi has the size advantage. Tony D'Angelo, I believe, has amateur wrestling background. D'Angelo is no slouch in his own right. He knows how to take down a bigger man. And Femi is going to push him back. Just a little test of strength here. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Oba Femi, and they're going to peacefully break. Oba Femi, very confident, very cocky at times, but he's respectful. He can understand when to respect his opponent. He can have a decent match. Doesn't take those underhanded tactics. D'Angelo's going to wrench on the arm now. Femi turns it around. My goodness. And he's going to go for the cover there. I mean, that's what I say. 1 count. Cocky. Oba Femi probably knew that wasn't going to take care of things. He's going to deadlift D'Angelo. Running power slam. Knew that wouldn't take care of it. That might take care of it. Goodness, no. D'Angelo gets back up, but just trying to play mind games with Tony D'Angelo. Trying to wear him out, make him think quick. As Tony D now takes advantage. Big fisherman suplex from the Don. But Femi sends him against the ropes. Goes under. Big shoulder block there from the ruler. Femi looking to be the undisputed ruler of NXT after winning that NXT title, but he is certainly going to have to get past a struggle to do so. Tony D'Angelo, a very game opponent, came here alone, did not bring Stacks or the rest of the family with him. He's going at this alone. Back there, big atomic drop from Femi as D'Angelo just slides out, and Tony D back in the ring now. Evenly matched contest thus far. I mean, you wouldn't expect it just looking at these guys. You'd expect Femi to just be throwing Tony D around like that. Exploder suplex from the ruler, but this is an evenly matched contest between these two guys. Two guys who, I mean, as you could see earlier, have a mutual respect for each other. Femi crashes and burns. Tony D moves out of the way just barely, though. And he's going to wrench in a chin lock here. We're going to work down the bigger man. Femi can't use that back. That's a whole portion of strength he loses there. Femi, fireman's carry, slings Tony against the ropes. Oba now, whoa. Femi, boom. D'Angelo able to counter there. But Oba, just a little quicker than Tony. You wouldn't expect it, but Femi just has that step ahead of D'Angelo. He's scouting him now. Whoa, he could have been looking for a fall for grace there. D'Angelo had it scouted. He's back up already. Tony D lifts up Femi. Sends him against the ropes there. Tony D with a huge burst of momentum there. Oba now could be looking to put him away like he was earlier. Has Femi scouted, or has D'Angelo scouted? Sorry, he's going to go up top. Big chop from the top. I mean, not the most effective maneuver, but still. 1, 2. No, Tony D kicks out. I said that. That might have put him away. Scrambled the brain of the Don, who I'm sure is not happy right now about leaving the family in the back, but he wants to win this fair and square. He's heard the rumors and the murmurs about him getting a countout victory on Tuesday. Femi has D'Angelo up big. Oh my god. Spinebuster, sorry. Spinebuster showing off the strength is Oba Femi. D'Angelo, of course, no slouch in the strength department, but he's not going to win a power off with Oba Femi, who is just going to go in for the cover. Cocky. 1, 2. No, D'Angelo kicks out. Just barely again. I mean, you got to think that energy, that strength is running out for the Don. Femi has had control of a majority of this match. Big elbow drop there. And another. And a third. My goodness. Trying to make the heart of D'Angelo stop. A fourth. And, I mean, this could all just be a formality at this point. As Femi, oh no, Femi's going to go up to the middle rope. Double X handle. Feels like he is just toying with Tony D'Angelo at this point. Not sure how much the Don has left in the tank, but oh! He might not have much left in the tank, but he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Jerry Lorenzo, Stacks, the underboss, he's maybe in the production truck there, but D'Angelo was unable to capitalize. Fall from grace, and Femi had that one scouted, and he's gonna roll him up. Oh my god, just stacks him on top of himself. 1, 2. Oba Femi is the NXT champion off of a fall from grace and a roll up. The disrespect. He said, hey, you want to try to win the title off a distraction? I'll show you the consequence. Wow. Unbelievable from Oba Femi. What the hell? And he is your new NXT champion. You can see him just stacking the Don on top of himself. And that is all she wrote. The ruler. Write this one down in the history books, folks. This is gonna be big. Oba Femi is your NXT champion. That is a lineage that I'm sure will grow in time, but the rest of the NXT roster, hard pressed to get this off of Oba Femi. That has been NXT Battleground. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please join us next time for Monday Night Raw.